I'm Chris, and this is my Decoding Your VIN Tag and Understanding Your Build Sheet video. Now, we picked my most recent purchase. This is a 1999 GM P42 P chassis X snap-on truck. Now, I was going to put this video on my other channel, but this is a car video and it's very important, and it doesn't matter what vehicle you're working on, the process is always the same. So P30 means 1 ton, but the first thing you notice, we have 19.5-inch wheels with 10 lug. A P30 has 8 lug, right? And then on the front we have 19.5-inch wheels with 5 lug. Well, I guess they're only using 5. So this is a GM 1-ton chassis. Well, here's a semi conversion, and you're like, what in the world is going on? So we already have a curveball thrown at us that we don't have our typical 16.5-inch 8 lug dual wheels on there. We have something completely unknown to us. So if you have a super popular vehicle, you can go on the internet and kind of figure this thing out, but you can't find nothing about this on the internet. So when you have something unknown, hopefully they have some kind of tag on it like that showing Union City Body built it after they bought the chassis from GM. So then after the body was put on there, it went to Lynch Diversified to become a snap-on truck. And thank God these guys put that sticker right there. That is the build sheet. And if you don't have that and you're trying to figure something out that is unknown, you're kind of screwed, to be honest with you. You have to have that. So the point is, if you have an odd vehicle, you're going to have to get on the phone and you're going to have to call people, and hopefully somewhere there will be a record of the build sheet through service or something like that. This thing right here, if it wouldn't have that sticker on there, I don't know how many hours and hours and hours it would take to figure out exactly what's on here. So let's go show you how you do this. So the best place when you're decoding your VIN number and build sheet is a service manual. So 30% of the things the guy told me about it were wrong, 30% were right, 30% I had no idea and figured out from this book. So if for some reason you have a P series, you can screenshot that. So one thing the guy got wrong, he kept calling it a P30, had it listed as a P30, and you can see in 1999 there is no P30. This one does have 5.7 liter with the 4L80E, so this is a P42 for 1999. So the GM rear axles have them listed right there. Mine has a different rear axle that's not even in this book. So if you're doing a P series, this is the best I can do. You're gonna have to screenshot it, rotate it on your phone. Once again, service manual is going to have this information. This is going to break down our build sheet, but let's do our VIN number first. All right, so here's a picture of that tag in case you want to screenshot this to go along with me in the video. We're not going to keep showing that picture over and over again. 1 is United States, 2 is General Motors. So B if it's a Chevy, D if it's a GMC. The next digit K, this is very important to understand even when you're looking on the internet. K is a 16,000 pound gross vehicle weight. So that one out there is in fact the biggest and heavy duty one that you can buy in 1999. So then there's the infamous P. Forward control is like the one we saw out there, obviously 2-wheel drive. 3 is 1 ton and 2 is forward control. The other one would be an RV control, like where the cabin sits over the engine towards the front. And then X is just saying 1999. And 3 Detroit, Michigan, and then the rest, I don't know what the rest of it is. So when you're purchasing a used step van, the most critical thing you're going to get out of the VIN is the vehicle weight right here. So 8,000 pounds, that's just going to be like a regular dually. And of course mine is like a super heavy duty. So 157 inches, that's the wheelbase on it. So we can see right here that our codes start with B, but our first one starts with C. So you're going to go ahead and just roll down to C. C7P, let's see if they even have it. C7P, and they do. And that's 16,000 gross vehicle weight. The guy did not know the gross vehicle weight. He was telling me that it was 10,000 pounds. So then the next one's DET. So just go down to DET right there. Detroit, Michigan. So DET, now we're looking for EJ7. So we're already at EN. So we're going to skip EJ7 and go to FE9. So FE9 right there. That just means that it has emissions, so it's street legal. That's awesome. FK5, let's see, FK5 right there. So 5,000 pound for the front axle. The guy kept telling me, and he kept bragging that the rear axle on there was 5,000 pound heavy duty, but you see that was for the front axle. So we're at FN6. It's just reaffirming 5,000 pound. So GL4 right there. So I was actually very surprised to find out that was in there. This is a Dana 80. So now GP5, just go down to GP5. Those are the super heavy duty leaf springs, 11,800. That's very heavy duty. JF9, just keep going. So we don't, oh, there it is, JF9. So yeah, that thing does have 4-wheel disc all the way around. So KC4, cooling system, engine oil, K68, generator. Okay, so he did tell me that it had a 100 amp alternator and that he put a brand new 130 amp alternator. So he was right about that. So L31, that's the 5.7 liter Vortec V8 sequential fuel injection. That's all right. MT1. It does have a 4L80E automatic in there. All right, so NA9. I guess that's just street legal stuff. NF2. We don't have NF2. NG. Don't have NG. RO5. So it's skipping a whole bunch all the way back up here to RO5. I know duals are standard on diesels. I'm not sure if they are on gas. All right, so V14, it does have a transmission cooler on there. That's awesome. V73, X88, conversion, nameplate Chevrolet. I don't know what that means. Okay, ZW, no. Ooh, ZY1, that's what my car is. Oh, never mind. ZL1, ZY1, 01U, what the heck? 058. Okay, there we go. Oh my goodness. And this right here was what was bothering me the most about this truck. And I'm so glad that I was able to find it out with this build sheet and the service manual. I mean, that is a super duper low rear axle ratio. That is probably what a tank has in it, like an army tank for real. But I'm glad I've seen that in there because that cleared up so much confusion right there. 058, so 1SA, package option 1, don't know what that means. 2TU. Anyway, don't really care anymore. We figured out very important things. So on these heavy duty trucks, it's critical to know your weight because you're gonna have to know that stuff when you order brake parts. This one has one broken U-bolt on the axle, and now I know that I need one for a Dana 80, the 11,000 pound rear axle. Okay, so the reason I bought these manuals is really because that engine on there is a CSFI, center sequential fuel injection. I just wanted to have wiring diagrams and procedures just to help me in any way if it ever gives problems. The thing had a fuel pump that was bad. I put it in there. So far, it's been running perfect. I've already been driving it around. So you see what we use, the service manual. We used our VIN number and our build sheet to decode and figure out what in the world is going on with our massive truck that we bought. Okay, another thing is he told me it was a 18 foot and it's actually a 16. You measure it from right there to right there. So I've just been getting all my random tools from everywhere, throwing them in here for now. I got to go through them. The truth is, I'm just going to give all that stuff away to somebody that needs it and buy brand new tools for the first time. I found a brand new battery isolator because they cooked this one down there, wiring it up wrong. $400 part. Thank God I found this for $100 on eBay. So 16 feet from pretty much right here behind the driver's seat to the door. So I got this thing running. I was driving it around the other day. This thing rides so freaking rough. Dang, would you look at that? What's weird about this is a gas engine. This thing is quiet. It sounds just like a pickup truck. So when the weather dries up a little bit, we're going to take this out in the parking lot. I'm going to do an official review on it. So don't hate me. I'm letting you know ahead of time. Other than that, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. And thanks for watching.